Welcome to Penny for Your Shots, conversations and cocktails with brilliant women, the podcast where we uncork the stories and insights of exceptional female leaders from all walks of life. Our goal is to serve up wisdom, tips, and inspiration, and to support each other in rediscovering ourselves and what sets our souls on fire. We'll also share personal memories, paired with friends and a favorite beverage. I'm your host, Penny Fitzgerald, and I believe that the best stories are served up over a glass of wine or a cocktail. So grab a glass, get comfy, and let's pour ourselves into Penny for Your Shots. You heard part of Jill Craven's story in one of my very first episodes. Her business, Starstruck AllStars, is a very successful cheer, tumbling, and dance gym in central Iowa. She's been a friend since college. Jill and Janet and I had our holiday lunch last week. Jennifer couldn't make it because her family went to the Liberty Bowl. And dang it, Cyclones! Ugh. But I digress. Anyhoooo, Jill and Janet and I had a wonderful conversation, and Jill and I decided to continue it on my show. We had our chat on New Year's Day, about halfway through the Citrus Bowl. Hawks? Here we go again. But anywho, our topic was about keeping it positive, and really about not being judged for making business decisions, and to sticking to them. As female entrepreneurs who grew up in a different time, it can be, challenging. But I think personally it comes down to setting expectations, communication, and consistency. I'm hopeful for our future, and I see the opportunities and promise that the new year brings. We have some ideas to share, and I hope you'll share your thoughts. What do you plan to do this year? And do you have any ideas for not letting emotions zap your energy? How about keeping your joy? Do you have a motto or a word for the year? I'm still working on mine, but it's going to incorporate fun and probably a toast. And now, here's Jill Craven.
Hello!
I thought that I was in, and then I'm like, oh, it says join meeting. So here, like,
No worries. I just got here because I made myself a little modified Irish coffee.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is that? What is that? What does modified mean? Should we say this for the podcast?
Well, I'm recording, so I can cut and paste anywhere. So, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. What is your modified version?
I put in some Jamesons, so Irish whiskey, and then I noticed I didn't have any Baileys to cream it up, so I added a little Godiva chocolate liqueur.
Ooh,
chocolatey.
Nice. Yeah.
And then a little French vanilla syrup that I had, like sugar-free coffee syrup.
Yeah.
Yeah, to sweeten it up just a little bit.
Torino or Torino. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those, and I always forget to use them. I have a little something too. This is my little Santa cup because it's still Christmas.
So cute. So
but
cute.
I am having a Bud Light seltzer.
Ooh.
Dog. I don't even know if they do this anymore. A couple of years ago, Bud Light started having they do an ugly Christmas sweater, or they did a limited edition thing with different flavors, like cranberries.
Nice. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. And, it's a limited edition, and I love it. And of course, you can only get it a few times a year. And then I have to save it until the next year, or drink it all born.
No, whoops, doodle.
No. But
Yum.
I just love them. And I don't really like seltzers, so it's got to just be because it's a holiday thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, eggnog, I can't imagine the flavor. Because I love eggnog. But the seltzers seem a little, I don't know.
No, it's, I gotta say, for this flavor, it's not, it's not, because there's a sugar plum, and there's a gingerbread, and the gingerbread had pretty good flavor. The eggnog, and it kind of tastes like 7-Up, to be honest.
Oh,
it's not. I'm not feeling the egg. That's okay.
It's okay.
Your turn sounds much more fun.
It's kind of tasty. I wasn't sure how it would turn out, but it's very creamy, but it's tasty.
Nice.
Yes. So Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. I think 2024, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I've been saying this for 3 years that this is going to be a better year.
Yes.
This time I mean it.
That's right. Well, you have so many things that it's for sure it's going to be.
Yeah.
Starting it up right, getting together.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. There have been some good things in 2023, but I'm really looking forward to 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got good stuff on the horizons for sure. Lots of options. And
yes. Yeah. And always, change is a lot of times good, but it's always, I don't know, there's changes. It's hard for some people, harder for some than others, but it just feels like, even if it's a good thing, it's still going to be a change and it's still something to get used to. And
Yeah. And I work with a lot of people and, I see a lot of people every week and they all have opinions on things too. And so that's something we just kind of have to I can appreciate their perspectives on things, but I can't make everybody happy. And I'm going to, no matter what I do, there's going to be people that are unhappy. They just are, or they're going to be critical, and it's just like, both of them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that kind of brings us to what our topic for today was a little bit about, like how to honor, let's see, I'm not sure if I know how to say this, but how to honor yourself and make choices the best you can and not be like when you communicate those changes, then not be a biatch.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right? Is that
right? Yeah. Yeah. And also to not be a doormat either. It's kind of that fine line. I don't know. I just feel like, I was thinking about it this morning, trying to get off on a good start for 2024, went on my 2-mile walk and I was trying to what can I do in this new year to have things be a little bit more smooth, make changes and improve on things that I'm already doing. And it's, there's always stuff that bites me in the behind that I wasn't prepared for, but I've had so many contracts and agreements and leases and stuff that I feel like now it's so much more commonplace for me to write something up and have everybody know this is what's up, and then they know, then everybody knows this is what's happening. There's no surprises. And it maybe doesn't always have to be an agreement because I don't know, like with our higher level cheer, we put together a packet of information in the spring that is going to encompass the entire next season. It's very difficult to do, especially like this year. I feel like it has been because prices have changed so much. When we set those prices back,
in May, right?
Like April, and
geez.
Like things cost more, like hotels cost more, and every time we travel, and it's just the reality. But I told everyone that information, and so it's good for them, and it's good for me because they know what's coming, and I don't need to be emotional about something that happens. It's just like, well, in the packet it says blah blah blah. And I guess I shouldn't say just the higher level. All 3 of our cheer levels, they have a packet that's very clear about,
good
what the expectations are for the kids, for the families, for the teams and how much it's going to cost and the dates that it's due. And it makes it so much easier. But there are still people that are not happy about it. If somebody decides that they're going to do something that is against what's in the agreement, then it's like they're unhappy. They don't.
But that's their choice, right? That they're the ones that broke really broke the agreement, but they did something that clearly was outside of what you had spelled out.
Right. And it clearly, we've got some dates in there very clear about like, if you decide to, Kitty just jumped up here. Kitty. We didn't see. She's visiting.
But so pretty.
Yes, very nice. But it's very clear if you decide to have your daughter drop or whatever, we've already committed at different dates on the calendar. Things have already been put in place. Things have already been paid for. And if you decide that you're going to drop, then, we have a drop fee. And boy, sometimes it's about 50-50. People just push hard on that. And it's like, well, you knew because it's right there. This isn't Guys, this isn't it isn't like I just decided, hey,
right,
this is going to cost money. It's like, no, I already figured out what was going to happen if that happened, how much it's going to cost and how I've got to try and run a business,
Right.
Hello, friend. Let's be real. When's the last time you did something just for you? Enter Wine Camp 2026. We're talking wine tastings, fire pit chats, sunset dinner cruises, and 0 cooking required. Just show up, sip something fabulous, and reconnect with the version of you who loves adventure, sisterhood, and a glass of local Riesling in hand. Sweet, dry, or both. No judgment here. We're heading to New York's gorgeous Finger Lakes, July 31st through August 2nd. And yes, it's as dreamy as it sounds. Secure your spot at pennyforyourshots.com/wine camp. Don't wait, room options are limited, and my crystal ball says we're going to sell out. Bring your besties or fly solo like the fabulous free spirit you are. You'll leave with new favorites either way. Wine Camp 2026 is calling. The only question is, are you in? Find out more at pennyforyourshots.com/wine camp.
And so the math becomes the answer, but sometimes people don't like to hear that. It's not personal. It's math. I gotta stay in.
And it's not just math. It's you agreed to it. It's in the agreement that do they sign it? Like they've agreed to it or?
They don't. We don't. We've never had them sign it. And I can see why that would be helpful. I just haven't ever felt like, most people, they get it, They get it. They don't need me to see their signature beside the X because they understand. But gosh, sometimes every year I get a little bit closer to thinking, well, this has got to be like an actual...
that something they sign.
Yeah.
Is it worded in there that if they join you in this venture or if their kid is in your class that they automatically agree then to the stuff that's in there?
The way that it's worded, and especially in the first couple of pages, is that by joining this team, you are agreeing to these things.
Good.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it seems pretty clear.
Yeah. And, over the years, you see, other people have things happen where they've got to make that decision for whatever reason. And, so it's a topic that circles around every once in a while, unfortunately. I wish that every kid would join up when they're 3 and they'd all graduate from high school and still be with me. But, people make choices all the time. And so that isn't the way that it always works. And so it'll be like a little bit of a topic, the girls know, well, so-and-so quit, and they will let their parents talk about it. And so then it's just kind of unfortunate because then it becomes something that, it isn't just being disrespectful to me or Starstruck because now it turns into other people feel disrespected by it as well. So it's just kind of unfortunate, but yeah. Whoa, Kitty just fell. Oh,
I bet she landed on her feet, though.
She did. Teetering on the edge.
Yeah,
but
it's a risk.
Sorry. Oh my gosh, I totally lost my train of thought.
Oh, sorry. Let's see. We were just chatting about how when something happens and they start to talk about it, how it disrespects the rest of the team too, or how it disrespects others.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess that's kind of getting off the topic because those tools and mechanisms, whatever, are put into place so that I don't have to be emotional about it. I don't have to feel like I'm a ball buster. I don't have to feel like I'm just some big bad guy because I'm reminding them of what they agreed to. It's right there. There's no reason to be mad at me. You can be mad at me. I'm a big girl. Go ahead, be mad. But you still got this agreement that we had. And I do what's in the agreement every year. This is what happens. And I provide this and this is how we roll. And it's been working. And so it's not a surprise, but it's hard to not have it be emotional because I think everybody's emotional. I don't want to just say girls are emotional because I think that everybody's emotional.
Oh, sure.
So, you can get mad and you can, the one thing I do think that girls do though is more often than boys is be sympathetic. So you'll have a situation where they've got to quit or whatever. And then they tell me, the 13 reasons why they had to quit. And then I start going, oh gosh, I should feel bad for them because, and that's hard because it's very hard for me, but I have learned the hard way. Number one, people have taken advantage of me countless times.
I've seen that.
And and it's hard on me mentally to have people do that. It's hard and it's expensive. It gets expensive for me to just be like, oh, that's okay.
That's not a business. That's
right.
Yeah.
I can't do things that way, unfortunately. Mid-American wants to get paid. If the lights are going to come on, I will better have paid the bill. It's just part of it. So it's just draining to have it be something where I am too sympathetic or too.
Yeah.
It's not helpful. I do feel like I'm much better at it than I used to. I might be feeling it on the inside, but I have to take a look at the bigger picture. And there's been a variety of reasons why I look at things better that way. And I think that a lot of them are, number one, when you have your own business, and even when you have any job, when you have your own business, gosh, it's like your child. It's your thing. You give everything to it. And you're away from home and you're missing out on all these events. And maybe I talked about this last time too, so I apologize.
No, this is good.
You're away from home. I've missed all these events for my kids and my husband, and other relationships have paid a price because of the commitment that I have to my business, which those are my decisions that I've done that. But at the same time, I can't just let people totally take advantage of me. I have to remember the importance of my children and my husband and my other relationships. I can't just be like, oh, that's okay. Just go ahead and do that, because that's not a healthy way for me to look at things. You got to respect yourself, or you just find yourself getting run over.
Well, okay. I had a couple thoughts came to mind, or a couple questions came to mind while you were talking about that. So I remember pretty clearly you went to every event for your kids. When they had a sporting event with 4 kids, you went to everything they were in school. Right?
I missed
2 things maybe?
No, I missed quite a few track meets, and that sounds silly because it wasn't anybody's, biggest, most favorite sport. But I wasn't there. I probably wasn't there half of the time at their track meets.
But so they're active. They're super active kids, and they were in a lot of different sports. And and to make it to all 4 except track.
It's true.
I feel, I want to remind you of that because you busted your butt to get to some of those things. And that's, I know that they appreciate it. If they don't as kids, then they will later on.
Yeah. I guess and when I say that I feel like I missed stuff, it's mostly the stuff that so many nights when I came home from work, the kids were in bed,
Oh, yeah. Yep. The day-to-day stuff.
Yeah. Steve would have done everything. They had dinner. They had baths. They were in bed most of the time. Unless there was something that they really wanted to stay up and talk to me about, I barely saw them,
Oh, yeah.
4 nights a week. I wasn't at the dinner table. I wasn't there.
It's a sacrifice.
Yeah. And so that's when I get like, I paid my dues a little bit. It's nobody else's fault, but it's a fact of the matter. I've got to be a place, and it hasn't been easy. And anyone can think whatever they want to about how I got here, or if I deserve to be here, or whatever they want to think. But the matter is I'm here,
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't fall up there. You didn't fall up that mountain.
Gosh. Well, I have fallen a lot, but but it's taken a lot of effort, and there's a lot more that I can do. I'm definitely not at 100%, but I feel like it's been a process, and I have to remember that. Otherwise, I just will keep spinning wheels,
Yeah. Well, the other question that came to mind was, it sounds like you're feeling a lot of empathy for the kids, and because is it the parents? So the parents make the decision of putting their kid in wherever they're going to put it.
Yeah.
So really, it's the parents who are making the decision, and probably are the ones who at home are talking about not wanting to live by the agreement that you guys made. But when you speak, it sounded to me like you are feeling the empathy for the kids because they're feeling the drama, maybe.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely been those situations. I confess I have a big soft spot for a single mom. I mean, I was a single mom. And you are constantly making choices, and telling your children, no, we're not going to Adventureland today. I mean, and I didn't harp on the, we cannot afford that. But they grow up and they figure that out. No, we are not going on a cruise. No, we are not going on this baseball trip to Arizona. It's a very real thing. You're constantly doing it. So I have a soft spot for the mom to be in that situation. But then I know that it's also choices. And I made the choices and I had to tell my kids no. So sometimes you just, honest to goodness, you have to tell them no.
You have to be a bad guy sometimes.
Yeah. It's the way that it is. It sucks, but this is what you signed up for. But then I also do feel very bad for the kids because I felt bad for my kids. There are things that they missed out on, and I hate to have a kid miss out on stuff. It is part of the reason why Starstruck has our 3 levels of cheer. We also offer tumbling and dance, and there's a wide range of commitment level, time and financially. And I'm always going to have those. There are other gyms that have no interest in offering an entry level or a recreational type level.
Oh, okay.
Because that isn't as
lucrative.
Right. And I'm always going to do that because those kids want to do stuff too. There's girls, they don't maybe want to do cheer. They just want to learn how to do a cartwheel to do at recess, and they don't need to sign up to travel to Dallas in March. There's a range, and I'm always going to have that range, but it makes me sad when I have to tell someone, well, we got to be done then.
Yeah.
And because when kids are gone, it's just the weirdest thing. You go from seeing a kid every week to never seeing them again, when they quit or when something happens. But I mean, it's just life. I guess I don't like it, but
yeah, exactly. So are you feeling like you want to do things differently, or are you just trying to feel differently about it, or what changes can you make, or how do you feel good about it?
I think that I can always get better at being more clear about everything. It also, though, gosh, sometimes stuff just happens. Stuff comes up and you can't be prepared for it. The best thing that I can see of me being able to do is to just be less emotional about it. I don't know, I feel like I've improved there immensely in the last 2 or 3 years for a variety of reasons. You live, you learn, you grow, you move on. and then things always end up better. And it's just, but it's also something to just deal with it quickly. People used to send me emails and I would be like all worked up about something they had said. We need to talk about that sometime. And oh my gosh. And now, number one, it doesn't happen very often anymore. And number two, I deal with it right away because it's putting it off is not the answer either.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it's not happening as much, that's a testament to that you're doing something more clear.
Yeah.
They're not having as many questions.
I hope so. I hope so. But I also think that this is a girl thing. Gosh, maybe it's just everybody thing that you kind of see yourself a certain way. I don't want to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to be that B word, but then you have to remember all the other things that you do that you weren't that. It isn't like the definition of you just because you have an unpleasant interaction with someone or someone is unhappy with you, that it's not like, oh, that's the way you are. That's what you are.
Yeah, no, that doesn't make you a bitch. It doesn't even make you bitchy.
Yeah.
Really?
See down there, and there we go. This is kind of struggle.
I don't think so.
It's supposed to make people happy. I feel like oh gosh, I'm supposed to like empathize.
Is that your job definition, to make people happy?
I mean, when I started the business, that was the whole reason that I started it, was to make little kids happy, you know?
Okay. Well, and they are. It's not you that's making them unhappy. I mean, if they're not happy about a particular policy or something, it's because their parents changed their mind.
Yeah.
And they're probably, they don't want to make their kids unhappy, I'm sure. So they're maybe pushing it off on you a little bit to make it less or more palatable. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, true. Very, very true. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that is a bitchy thing to do at all. It's like, I don't think a dude would be having these concerns about their business. Like if you have maybe I'm generalizing too much here, but if you have a business and you have policies in place and then somebody else breaks the agreement or breaks the whatever you've decided,
right,
then, well, that's your decision. Okay. And then move on.
Right. Yes, exactly. I think that you're right. I think that most men, they would be like, okay, well, that sucks, but.
Well, yeah. And I shouldn't be probably generalizing about men, but we grew up in a different era when things were different.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I mean, I feel like, I do feel like it's a good thing that, it's a good thing for girls that are younger now. I say girls that are younger. I mean, girls that are like 25 and under, that they have so many more, experiences that they see, role models who have
opportunities.
Yes, that they don't feel like, well, if I'm not nice, nobody's going to like me,
right? Or hire me or promote me.
Like, this is kind of weird. The other day, I was at a business in West Des Moines, and I went into the restroom, and there was a lady and her daughter. They came into the restroom at the same time. So I'm in the stall, the restroom, and the little girl goes into the restroom. She's probably 7 to 10 years old. Mm-hmm. And the little girl is saying to her mom, who's just out there waiting for her on her phone, like, Mom, you. And the little girl says, hey, so-and-so's here today, and they aren't very nice to me. I don't want to play with them anymore. And the mom says, oh, okay, well, I think that you should. Like, we're all here together. And the little girl's just like, no, I don't want to. She's not being very nice to me. I don't want to play with her. And the mom's like, okay, well, just let's be here today and have fun and do what you got to do. And the little girl says, and when it comes time for my birthday, I do not want her to come to my party. And the mom says, okay, I don't think we have to decide this today. And this young girl, I mean, she was, I'm sure she wasn't 10. I'm sure she was like 8.
Okay.
And she's like, I don't want her to come to my party, Mom. And why is she even here today? And the mom's like, oh my gosh, we were just somewhere with these other people and we all just came here to have some fun. And, don't play with her today if you don't want to. But let's just make the most of it and focus on the people that you like, you know? And I was like, this is such an interesting conversation because the mom didn't say anything bad. In my opinion, the mom didn't say anything bad. That's exactly what I would have said.
Yeah.
But the little girl was having the ability to verbalize what was happening, what she wanted to have happen, and in the future, what she wanted to have happen. I was like, girl, you need to be a life coach. I'm still over here trying to figure out how come my friend hasn't texted me back for 3 months.
Oh my gosh.
It was just so interesting.
Yeah.
It's different now, Yeah. And the mom wasn't saying anything different than what my mom would have said.
Yeah.
So
I probably would have added, maybe little girl is having a bad day. Maybe something happened to her and she's taking it out on you. Right. How about you give her another chance? That would be where I went with it. But I don't know. What would be, I don't know what's right.
I don't either. I mean, we don't get the opportunity to screw up our kids, however we can. We do our best for years.
I know.
Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. And I think that girls, they have a different perspective. It is more about yourself. Not completely selfish, but I don't know. There's this country song, this girl, Megan Monroe, who, like, this is so dumb because she's 6 or something, but she sings this song, The Girl in the Mirror, and it talks about how she loved the boy more than the girl in the mirror.
Oh.
And it's like, oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
Think of a lot of people who've done that.
Oh, for sure.
We
were kind of raised that way.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh.
I know. So I'm glad that they, get those messages where you don't have to do that. You can live your life that way, and that's perfectly fine, but it doesn't need to be your whole value.
Right.
Is what everybody else sees you as, or whatever, You be whatever. Just like today is January 1st, and I'm going to try and be more of a ball buster. No, I'm not. That's try and just have even playing field.
Well, yeah, and it's just business. It's just business. Yeah, especially since you have the agreement there. It's just living by it instead of giving exceptions. Don't you feel like that may be where the problem comes in for some companies, that you have an agreement and you stated this is the way you're going to be. I'm not saying your company. I'm saying I'm thinking of my own experience, actually. Yeah. Sure. Where, you have this agreement, or you have this verbal, like, this is the way it's going to be. And then that's not the way it happens. And that's where the problem comes in, is when you treat one person differently than other people, or when you, when you make exceptions. Right. And then suddenly, wow, you get people are pissed off. And you can't fix it. It's hard to fix.
Exactly. Exactly. Because even with this situation, when people make the decision that they're going to leave, and some people handle it correctly and some people don't, well, it's totally unfair to these people who did it correctly.
Right.
Or the people that are still here.
Right.
You just make the decision that you're going to do this and you're not going to follow. I mean, I don't get to pick and choose. You shouldn't get to pick and choose. We all got to do what we say we're going to do.
Yeah, that would be fair. It's just communication, basically. If you don't communicate with people, or if you say one thing to one person and something else to others, then right. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, it's unfair. And we're all just out here slugging it out, trying to do the best we can at life,
Right.
Let's just.
Right. Don't make it harder on yourself by, being inconsistent and letting your emotions take over.
Right. Just say what you're going to do and do what you said. And it's really not that difficult. I don't know. Maybe it's part of Generation X. I kind of don't think so. I mean,
no, I don't think every generation has their own problems, and we all tend to generalize that, this generation is not like us. I'm a boomer. I'm at the end of the boomers. Yeah, very end, I think.
Okay.
But I don't consider myself like that at all. And I don't know if there is a like that. I don't know what that means, but
I don't either.
I'm just me, and I'm trying to do the best I can. And I don't ever want to get stuck in my ways or feel like I'm, stodgy or curmudgeon.
Right. Or unable to be flexible and try to do new things. And I think that you are the epitome of that. You are not.
Thank you.
It's like podcasts doing that. It's a huge thing. I mean, figuring out how to make a podcast. Holy cannolis.
Well,
I think it's huge. I mean, I think that you're just like that cat that was in here. You're going to land on your feet, Penny.
Yes, I am a little cat-like in several ways, but
yeah.
Yes. Okay, I'll take that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The older I get, the more, I should say that the other way, the less tolerant I am of crap. If people piss me off, I'm like, yeah. So that little girl was like, yeah, no, I don't want to play with her.
Right. Yeah. It's just like, no.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. And I think that, people do treat you the way that you let them treat you.
Yes.
People, if you are wishy-washy, people just will push and push and push.
They look for boundaries. They're asking for a boundary.
You got to make those boundaries and be able to stand behind them, and then everything just works like a charm.
Sometimes I don't know. I feel like if you love something so much and you want it to work so badly. And then you start tolerating things outside of your boundaries because you want it so bad.
Yes.
And that's not good.
Absolutely. I absolutely have definitely done that.
Mhm.
Definitely did that.
Oh, yeah.
Early in this, not Starstruck so much, but like when I was with the company that I worked for, absolutely. There were so many things that I loved it so much. I just wanted it to work, wanted it to be okay. And,
so you tolerate stuff.
No, not wise. Built into the paying of my dues category, though.
Right. Right.
Did that.
Been there, done that.
For sure. Yes.
So what do you think you are going to do in 2024 differently? It sounds like you have good systems in place now and that you're continuing those, and that sounds really good.
Yeah. I think that there are still several areas, even just in my business, where I need to make some things more clear. I mean, I have quite a few people that work for Starstruck, and that in the last year, I made progress with what their expectations were, and, in encouraging them to do different tools and implement different things during their practices and classes and things. And so I feel like we've had major improvements that way. But I need to do it again. I mean, I need to increase it again, because for one thing, it worked. It helped them, I think. And they utilized some of those things, and they would say, "Oh my gosh, I came to practice and ready to go. Had a plan."
Cool.
And maybe wouldn't have otherwise. So I need to do some things like that. And then, for 2024, for my personal life, I was just sitting here thinking I should make a vision board. We talked to our girls about making vision boards. And I think I need to do one of those for me,
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Me too.
Yeah. I mean, with different categories, I know that there are probably countless helpful things on Pinterest. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a really good time of year to do all this stuff too.
Yeah.
Do you use Canva?
All the time.
Yeah. I'm sure Canva has a template for that too.
Oh, I bet they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and having a big season of our cheer, tumbling, and dance, that's going to require more things written down.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's exciting too, though. Don't you feel like something that's a challenge is exciting and it kind of makes you grow and makes you better?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I feel that way every single year. Like every single summer, I get so excited about the new year, sometimes new uniforms, we always have new costumes, new routines, new people, new stuff. It's like it's a rebirth or whatever, like every single season. And I love that, because then you can do things totally different than you ever have, and which you can do anytime, but you can do it so much more easily when, new season, now this year, we're going to do this, or this is our goal, or this is our motto, or whatever,
Yeah. Yeah. A new motto. It's great too. Yeah. So much has changed for me. You've got me thinking about all the new things that I could incorporate too.
Our motto for this year is "Win the Day," which I like it because it looks good, in the form.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But it also it says a lot, just like
breaks it down into small.
Win the day. It's just like for whatever you want it to be, just have it be, and that can apply to so many things. I mean, obviously, are applying it to cheer and dance and tumbling, but I mean, gosh, just whatever you're doing.
You could start over tomorrow.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Today's the day and tomorrow's a new day, Just win the day.
Oh, I love it. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Just trying to be more organized, I guess, for staff is one of the things I'm always trying to do.
Yeah. Finding systems so that so it's easier to kind of move forward. And if you've got systems for those things that you do all the time, then it's easier to implement something new.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. And I just need to improve on some of the systems. One of the things that we did that helped me a lot, I hope that it helps everybody else. I started doing a monthly newsletter that goes out
Cool.
to all of our parents every month. And it's got just like the general information. It's got the dates. It's got the birthdays for the month. It's got maybe a tip or two. It's got, any new things that are coming up or a schedule for the show or whatever. And I really like that. And now that I've done it quite a few times, it's so much easier than it was. It was like overwhelming to me, and I knew that I
to
needed
get it started.
Yeah, but it has cut down on the number of times people have to ask me a question because
it's right there.
it'll be that newsletter. I can go back and easily say, hey, yep, just look at the November newsletter. And so that has really helped. So I need to use that as motivation for the next thing that I want to do because it's like, look, it worked.
Yeah, that's great.
Crazy. It's crazy.
How about that?
Oh,
That's good. Love it.
so yeah, system processes. Yes. System slight. That is definitely, yeah.
Yeah. So do you feel pretty good about what you've got coming up and how you're going to go forward with, like enforcing, I guess, or living by the rules that you've set up?
Yeah, because I don't sound very confident there, do I?
You didn't for a second.
But I will because it's just a matter of fact, I mean, it's just the way things are. I have to have those things. If I want my business to get bigger, which I do, I have got to have more things in place where it is less emotional for me, where it isn't pulling me down, where it's just like, this is what happens. We're moving on.
Yeah.
And so I have to be able to have things that are just set in place. This is the standard. This is the expectation. This is how we do it. And if it isn't happening, then, we got to reevaluate or we got to reestablish our relationship or whatever we're going to do. I mean, we got to, sometimes you just have to make changes and it's hard, but it's easier if everybody already knew what was to be doing, know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you feel good about the words that you use or do you have a template for like a script or a template that you put in writing for like an email or whatever that when you're communicating, I'm sorry, this isn't working out, or, I mean, not really apologizing for your part is black and white, it feels like, and they're the ones that have changed the what they've decided to do. So your communication back to them with, okay, you've decided this and, per this, whatever. And not really, I'm sorry to see you go, but sort of a bridge, I guess, to keeping a relationship there without letting them walk on you.
I don't really have anything that's set up in advance. There's only been one time, maybe two times when we parted ways that it was my decision.
Oh,
when I've had a situation change. Because of the nature of what I do and working with kids, there are so many times that kids change their minds and they're going to be, moving on, doing something different. This isn't what we thought it was going to be. She's going to try piano. You know what I mean? That is fine. So I have had a lot of experience communicating with parents that are changing their mind. And those people are very, very kind, when they send me that email and say that this isn't working out. But I try to treat people with confidence. I mean, kindness and confidence. I have to say, I really try to treat people the way that I would want to be treated. Yeah. If I was a mom having to send this note and say, Susie doesn't like soccer. And so we're going to have to drop soccer. And so I feel like I have a lot of experience with those conversations. And it's been surprising how many times a kid will leave, like they will have done a tumbling class or something. And then 2 years later, they come back and want to try dance. So I try to just always let them know the door is open,
nice.
She changes her mind or if she wants to come back or if, whatever situations change, you're welcome back. I'm not one of those people that's going to be like,
you said no once.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. But it's, I guess, does that answer what you asked?
No, it does because I feel like maybe in your answer, you're saying it's really not that common an occurrence that you have to respond back to people.
Right. It isn't that.
So it would take extra time to come up with a
template, because you're going to tweak it no matter what.
Right. I'm gonna tweak it no matter what, for sure. But and I do have I have examples in my email. I have this. I have my folders. They're not nutty folders.
Yeah, I'm familiar with folders.
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, I honestly feel like 95% of the people that I interact with, they are great. They are parents who are, they're bringing their kids in, telling them to have fun and work hard, and I'll be back in 45 minutes, and they're doing all the stuff.
Yeah.
And the kids are too,
Nice.
There's that 5%. I mean, and sometimes you hear from the 5% more than, just one time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be a regular occurrence with that 5%. So it feels like it's more, but it's the same people, because it's just like, I feel like it's a numbers thing. It's like everything. There's just some people are not happy. They are naturally critical. They want to be unhappy and green,
Yeah.
So I don't let that, I don't let that drag me down like I used to.
Good.
I just that's the way that they are. And I listen. I mean, I'm all ears. Somebody wants to talk to me about their concerns. I am going to take that into consideration, and I will, ponder on it, pray on it, whatever. But I can't just live there,
Yeah. Right. Or change policy for everybody because they want it to be something different.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Those policies. It's just like, you got to have those policies.
Yeah. Just firmness. And I feel for you because that 5% can make a day or longer not very fun.
Yeah.
And it's hard to be, for me, it's hard to be up and do my business and create a really nice podcast episode, to create something that people want to listen to or to be on it. It's really hard to do that when you're not feeling good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like it has drained me of some of my creativity.
Yes.
At times when there's so much of my job that feels like is administrative, and I'm hoping that can eventually shift. And so I get it. I mean, that's life, and that's, like I said, it's that baby I'm raising. But it can make me feel a whole lot better if I have the opportunity where I can have some time to be creative, and I'm not being pulled down by something, even if it's just like, what kind of background am I going to put at the back of my newsletter? I mean, something. It isn't always like, am I going to make the most amazing t-shirt ever?
The design. Yeah.
Right. Or,
it takes energy, and that your energy gets sapped when you're dealing with stuff that's not fun.
Right. And then it makes me cranky because then I'm like, I just wanted to do this, and
now I can't. And
or a roller coaster ride. And here I am. I'm arguing about with somebody that I'm probably never going to talk to again. So now, I do let it go a lot quicker. I let it go.
Good. Yeah. Yep. Well, and I wonder if some of that, I mean, not all of it, but some of it maybe could be outsourced. Not necessarily the decisions, but the stuff that's repetitive and administrative. Yeah. Maybe some of those things can get automated.
Yep. And I think that we'll be getting there. I mean, like, I want Starstruck to be around for a while, so it can't, and it isn't always me. You know what I mean? It's I'm reading my emails. Like if my name is on it, I wrote it. But I mean, there are quite a few things already that other people do. I mean, Heath does a lot with our, social media and coming up with great ideas for designs and choreography. And Macy does a lot with choreography and ideas, and she's got that creative string in her as well. And so that helps. It's that definitely helps to have good help.
For sure.
Yep.
Well, and you have set such a great example for them in your work ethic and in finding your joy and doing what you do and being an entrepreneur and showing them what it takes. That's amazing.
I hope so.
They're good kids.
I hope so. And Steve helps a lot too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He has to listen to all of it. He has to hear, some of the crazy ideas that I'll get. And, like, okay, that's not going to happen. Or, okay, how can we make this happen? This is a process. So if you really want it to happen, just like put it on the list. And he has a lot of help with me just navigating my way through being a little stronger,
Nice. Well, and sometimes if they just listen or say, can I pour you a drink, honey?
Yes. So true.
Yes.
What kind of drink do you want tonight?
Exactly. What can I pour you? What can I bring you?
Yes. It's very good at that too.
Good.
Yes. We haven't done New Year's Eve.
Oh, good. What did you have last night? What was in your class?
He made Cosmopolitans. They were very, very good. Yeah, I hadn't had a Cosmo in a long time, and not regularly having one of those, and it was very nice. And he loves to play bartender. He was a bartender for Iowa City, so he knows the.
Oh, good. He can make some fancy, fun drinks.
Yes, for sure. He's all about the ingredients,
Oh, nice. Excellent.
Multiple ingredients. Yes. He's good about it.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I love always sharing a drink and a toast with you.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to get together again in person and have another toast.
Yes, I feel like you didn't get to talk very much here, Penny. I was yakking.
Oh, no, this is good. I love it. Was there anything I should have asked you that I didn't, or anything that you want to say yet?
I guess the only thing that I would maybe say too is that it is okay to have feelings about stuff. It's okay to feel like, wow, that didn't go very well, or wow, that person was really coming at me, or wow, maybe I do suck. You have those feelings, but then that you're also entitled to. I feel like I get a lot of not negative all the time, but I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of people when they're talking to me, they're telling me what they think about something. And
something that you're doing, or something that you have.
Something that I'm doing, something that Starstruck is doing, something that a coach is doing. And I take all of that, I start like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel it.
Wait.
And yes. And it's okay to feel that, but that I have to remember to not live there,
Yeah.
It's okay to have a feeling about something, but then let it go.
Yeah.
My mom used to, when she would pick me up from dance class was in Altoona, and she would let me get in the car and complain. And she would say, by the time we get to 163, which is the highway, so it was maybe 5-6 minutes. By the time we get to 163, you've got to stop.
Oh.
And I mean, it was essential, because like, you got to have an ending on this. We're not going to go home and have you talk about this all night. Like,
yeah. Huh.
But it was, he was okay with me having the feelings. It was like
letting it out.
Yeah. You can't.
Sometimes you have to vent.
Yeah. Got to do a little venting. And it's okay.
And you have
to do that.
For sure. And you have to feel all your feelings, or they're going to come back out somehow, somewhere.
So true.
Later.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So maybe even in like journaling, I think is really good to write out some things. Yeah. And I can just imagine you get to 163 and you still have something to say.
Yeah.
Like, when am I done?
True. So I do remember her every once in a while letting me go a little bit longer.
Okay, good. Yes. Because sometimes
it's not, Jill.
Longer than. Yes.
Where exactly were you going with that thought, Jill? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let me drive around the block so you can have more time.
Yes. I like the idea of journaling, though. I have a little notebook that I write things in. It's like a rare journal, but I don't do it enough,
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I think that would be good.
Mm-hmm.
Get it out, because if you don't get it all out, it's coming back out somewhere along the line, and probably not in a really good timing situation.
Exactly. That's not good for anybody. No.
No.
So we've got vision boards and journaling and more processes.
More process. Yeah, systems and process. Yes.
Business system processes.
I think this is a really good start to the year.
Yeah. Just got to do it.
Yes.
Just got to sit down and do it.
Yes. Good. Oh, it's good to see you to start my year.
Yes, I know. It's been awesome to see you the last couple times in a week. I got to see you twice.
I know. I love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see what 2024 has for you because it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think it will be very good. But yeah, I just need to come up with a plan. Vision boarding, manifesting.
Yeah, that's right. Manifest. Manifest. I totally believe in that anymore. I
do too. I know. It's real. It's a real thing.
What you think about, you bring about. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Push that negative stuff out and make
Yeah.
room for new fun stuff.
Right. Focus on what you want, not what you don't.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I love it. It's fun to noodle things out and I feel like I have a better plan too.
Awesome.
Well, good to see you. Have a great rest of your day. Hope the Hawks are winning now.
Oh, yeah. I wonder.
Yeah, it was 14-0 when I
got my doubts.
But yeah, okay. Well, onward and upward.
Yeah, exactly. It's a new season around the corner.
Season. That's right. That's right.
A new motto and some new uniforms. It'll be a whole new thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah. New offensive coordinator.
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. Like all good things.
Yes. Look at things.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Well, cheers.
Right.
Cheers to you. Cheers to our new year.
Ting, ting.
That's a wrap on another spirited episode of Penny for Your Shots, conversations and cocktails with brilliant women. I hope you've enjoyed the intoxicating blend of wisdom, wit, and wonder that these incredible women bring to the table. Check out the show notes for links to resources referenced in today's episode. And remember to subscribe and raise a glass with me every Thirsty Thursday as we continue to serve up inspiration, celebrate resilience, and reignite the passions that set our souls on fire. If you've loved what you've heard, please share the podcast far and wide and leave a sparkling 5-star review to let me know your thoughts. It would also help tremendously if you would visit pennyforyourshots.com and subscribe to learn when new episodes are available and pick up my free recipe. In the meantime, remember that your story deserves to be served and savored. Cheers to your brilliance and of women everywhere. Until next time, keep sipping and experiencing life's extraordinary moments. This is Penny for Your Shots, signing off with a clink and a toast to us. Cheers.